Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today is very much kind of it's a special stream. Let's put it that way. Um, God, where do I even begin with this? Well, I can begin with content that was added um, a year and a half ago. How's about? So, way long time. I'm not going to do the opening movie 1 and 2 because everybody's seen that, and they're not really too much to them. But a year and a half ago, they added the Nightmare Dungeons. And when you go into the Nightmare for the first time, you get this nice little cutscene, which I'm going to stay silent for. Now that was just for a little bit of refresher for you all. And I guess again, for, for a little extra bit more refresher, um, fast forward a whole year, and we got the final Nightmare Dungeon. They released monthly, so on and so forth. And at the end of the monthly dungeon, or the 12th dungeon, you clear it, and we were given this cutscene. Which, wasn't too much more than a couple of JPEGs sort of shuffling around on your phone, but it was sort of the hinting of something new. And of course, I can't recreate the events that occurred, but fast forward to about a week and a half ago, actually almost 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago Thursday. We get an update and everything, and we knew that these existed from Japan stuff, but we didn't know when they were going to drop for us. And we log in, and the little Nightmare Dungeon thing that had been sitting there and had been the same for about 6 months now had the crystal that was in the center sitting there, and it was glowing. And then, you tap that, and we get, again, another sort of overly dramatic cutscene. And there was actually a bit more to this that I can't show off anymore because they were actual in-game cutscenes of it was more of a visual novel. But this is your nightmare screen now. Once you get to that point, this is what you have, this portal in the center. You click this, and you get transported to the Magicite dungeons. And there's a whole story going on with this other. You saw her in those cutscenes, but the sort of female keeper-looking character named Alara, apparently trapped in this dimension, so on and so forth. Defeating these dungeons is helping to free her. But the big thing is, you can't get outside help, which means that your roaming warriors are locked off in here. Your realm synergy is locked off. A lot of things are locked off in here. Luckily, Alara helps you. She gives you a wall substitute, but the Magicite dungeons themselves are 6 extremely difficult fights themed around various elements. You know, you got your fire, ice, wind, earth, lightning, water, each one its own boss to kick you in the dick. And today we'll be going through each of these one at a time, because I had to save up my my tokens. Because you only get to do 1 a day, but you know, I saved up 6 days worth, so I can do them all at once. But let us move on to Magicite. Alright, so the general way I'm going about this is I'm going to split it up into 2 different sets with a little in-between breather, because I'm going to have to refresh my stamina. But you may notice that I planned this out with 1 shard away from a refresh and a 20 stamina dungeon. So, yeah, I'm not too keen on the locking you out of realm synergy, seeing how these are like extremely difficult fights, like way harder. But either way, I can't keep stalling, so we are starting off with the whale, Bismarcko. So the way that these work, actually, you know what? I'm going to cut in a little earlier. That way I can discuss this little aspect a bit. Hey! What's up? Get my pictures ready, and then I'm going to cut back in earlier. I'm going to explain like the whole gimmick of the dungeons on the first one. Magicite 2. I have not reattempted Bismarck since my first clear, but with the addition of the Magicite that I've earned, this should go smoother. Okay, there, finally. Just doing something on the side of my phone. Yeah, these dungeons are considered difficulty 4 or 350, and don't you worry, Japan just recently. I did that wrong. Yeah, let's edit that. Japan just recently got the 4-star Magicite dungeons featuring bosses. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Bosses of difficulty 400, from what I could see. HP totals in the million. Over a million. Okay. Either way. Don't worry too much about it. People were like, yeah, Magicites were hard at first, and then, you know, I ranked up, and then we went at them again, and then, you know, I was able to get under 10 seconds, and now I can do under, 30 on the new ones. So, they are definitely a step up, but we'll see. I mean, there are more orbs. Anyway. Okay, so our first Magicite is against Bismarck, and I'm starting out here because I want to just explain the mechanics of Magicite very quickly, because they're a little new. So, you'll notice the drop table here. These are the possibilities of what the boss will drop. It will always drop a 3-star, and it is random which one you get. Completely random, you can't dictate it at all. Well, you can, but that requires third-party stuff, and I'm not going to get into that because that's technically against the rules. Anyway, bonus rewards include some very, very nice items here, such as major summon orbs, and some other Magicites, some weaker ones that will help bolster your team. And you'll notice on the right here, 30 seconds or less, 1 minute or less, so on and so forth. The gimmick here is that Magicite dungeons are timed, similar to the Sephiroth fight that we had a while back. And your rewards are based off of how quickly you beat the boss. So you are actually incentivized to be aggressive. And of course, the boss gives some standard rewards that are very nice, because 10 crystals 3 times for a total of 30 crystals, which is about like a couple months worth of event rewards. And then you always get the main man's thing. Which, speaking of which, let's talk about Magicite a little bit and what they actually do. So, Magicite are an extra summon thing that you can do each time. They, the big 3-star ones generally have some nice things that they do when you summon them, such as Hydra here, dealing 4 lightning damage and lowering lightning resistance. Extremely, extremely nice. They also have passive benefits. Hydra will lower lightning damage by 3%. And then there are a couple of abilities that they do at a % chance after you summon them. There are also sub-Magicite, which the only thing you get here are their passives. So I will be getting these lightning boosters from Ellen and Humbaba. And the Sealion and Bismarck will be giving me a little bit of extra water resistance. The combined Magicite stats up here dictate the damage that the summoned Magicite does, and also a couple of other passive passive things. So let me see if yes, okay. So once you break the level 50 cap on Hydra, it will give 2% of its resistance, 5% of its resistance, and 10% of its resistance to your party. So, at this point, if I had this thing at level 80, it wouldn't have these stats, but if I had it at level 80, it would be giving me a bonus 16 resistance. And that's Magicite. It is a very subtle but very nice boost. As stated before, we are restricted to a single roaming warrior. It is Elara, who will be helping us out to defeat the Magicite and win herself her freedom. So Bismarck here, as the gimmick goes with Magicite, each one is weak to an element and is based around one specific element. The exception being Bismarck here, who likes to throw fire, lightning, and ice damage at you, as well as a lot of very heavy water attacks. As such, I've built a lightning-specific team to take him out. So, without further delay, away we go. Also get used to this song, it's the only song that they play for all the Magicite dungeons. Anyway, so, as always with a lot of difficult fights, I will be pausing in order to think. Magicite dungeons are no exception. These fights are extremely rough and very scary. All things being honest, though, I absolutely love this remix. This remix is fantastic. Now, it should also be noted, one thing I haven't actually mentioned yet, all Magicite bosses are 80% resistant to breaks. They do not take break damage at all, or they do not get broken. So, what you're actually seeing here is me not bringing... I really hate the Onion Knight a lot. Please stop being mean to my boy. This may be a reset just due to the Onion Knight taking so much damage. So the other thing is that because of the lack of synergy, so on, yep, he's dead. Welcome to Magicite. So, Magicite. One reset, and already I am hitting the wrong buttons. But anyway, Magicite dungeons are extremely rough. Bosses hit very hard. It's very tricky to actually figure out what you want to prioritize. Eventually you can get into a rhythm, but the bosses are very keen to knock you out of that as quickly as possible. It should be noted, I didn't mention this before, but the bosses in Magicite dungeons are 80% resistant to breaks. What this means is that they don't get broken that much. So, for instance, Magic Breakdown there only really reduces the boss's offense by about 9%. I mean, I brought it here because I didn't have anything better to put on Rasmo, but you won't be seeing me use it that much. Right, it only works 10% normally of what it would normally do, but because these bosses are so high, their attacks are so high, they're so high over the cap and everything, it only reduces their damage by 9%. So what you're going to be seeing here, me using, which I've never really ever used before, is Entrust. What Entrust does is it gives bar to somebody else. This is very, very important in the Magicite dungeons, as your DPS needs to be constant. You cannot wait for people to get bars. Now, can you clear without entrusting? Very much so. I'm going to be a little bit of concentration here for a tiny bit, because we're in the thick of it. I have finished my startup, and it is time to DPS my little heart out. Oh, Lightning's USB would be fantastic here. It would let you chain into her stuff like repeatedly over and over again. Hi, my name is Rasmo, and I'm going to teach you how to fast honk. Step 1. You fast honk. So, a big thing is my wall is going to run out very soon. Thankfully, history's truth exists. And we're going to add a tiny bit of extra damage onto this through the use of Magicite. Oh, you know what? A big thing that I didn't do that I should have did, because we actually just got another water accessory, is I should have equipped that on Vanille, but I didn't. Oops. You know it might go down. Alright. We are going to actually flee and put that accessory on her. Because that's the thing, is Vanille's taking extra damage due to not having as much resistance as the rest of the team should have. I think there was something else I might have changed about this party beforehand. That, well, that accessory is just going to help a ton. Honestly, Bismarck is one of the hardest ones out of the lot. And it's very lucky that I just got this accessory yesterday. Onion Knight's fine because he has the most HP. Well, next to the most HP. And Kane is especially fine because Kane has a 60% resistance accessory. Again, I had one little hiccup there. Here we go, attempt 3. So, the biggest thing about Magicites, and I really wish I wasn't messing up the first boss over and over again, so I didn't have to keep repeating this, but Magicite bosses are 80% resistant to breakdowns, as opposed to normal bosses, which are usually around 50% resistant. So, you won't actually see a lot of breakdowns or anything in this fight. We are going to focus more on things like building meter. Normally you would see Yuffie here, as she is the healer I dove, but I'm actually bringing in Vanille, because that nice little instant heal that she has right here is exceptionally useful for the situations of these bosses. And the addition of the timer up here it's not nothing, because it actually lets us time out when we need to redo buffs. Yeah, also all these bosses only have one condition, so you can lose 2 medals. That's about it. These are not nice bosses. They do not want to be your friends. Also, a majority of them have hardened rages. That do things such as have them spam their very annoying ability when they get low in health. There we go. That's way better. Okay. Remembering that that accessory existed is going to help me out a lot in the long run. Yeah, Rams of Blue Horn. He's the yellow boy. He's the cheerleader. This is not going to be good. That's going to hurt it. Oh, jeez, I had instant cast. Rip. Damn. Like, I knew Bismarck was going to be hard. I cleared most of the other ones on my first try. But damn, Bismarck hits too hard. Okay. God, I have to do the fucking 80% damage thing again. Alright, here we go. So, Magicite dungeons, Magicite bosses are extremely execution heavy. You're going to want to know exactly what you have to do and when, and get all of your moves planned out. Eventually, you do get into a rhythm that helps a lot. Savage Breach there is, of course, Bismarck's big move. And it is just part of its normal rotation. While we can mitigate this damage to an extent by just, you know, having things like this, like an instant heal. Can't be 100% prepared for everything. So, Entrust is a skill that I haven't really used too much. It allows one to transfer bar from one person to another. It's very important in the Magicite dungeons. You may also... did I mention it on this run yet? I can't remember for the life of me. But I'll mention it now anyway. You may notice that we don't have many breakdowns going. That's because Magicite bosses are 80% resistant, as opposed to normal bonus bosses, which are only... they're only 50% resistant, so doing a breakdown only reduces the boss's stats by 10%, and they're already so high over the cap that it really doesn't help too much. I'm going to be a bit aggressive here and concentrate for a tiny bit, so silence from me for a tiny bit. This is why instant cast is good. Alright, so slowly but surely, the tide is now going to move into our favor. Not 100%, mind you, but at least a small bit. So, it should be noted that that wall lasts for about 30 seconds, and you can use the timer up there to keep track and know when you need to recast your wall. It's a very handy feature of the Magicite stuff, and might actually be why they chose to include the timing mechanic. Alright, there. That should be able to get us to full health. Next time Fenrir gets a turn, she needs the instant heal. Please get the turn. Oh boy, okay. Welcome to fucking Magicite, where you are constantly toting the line of like, ah, fuck, I'm screwed. Actually, I might be alright here. You know? That was the wrong move. Whatever. Look, today, on this day, we are looking merely to clear. Oh, Christ. Not gonna be a mastery, but I already did it once. I don't need to master again. I mean, so this is something I want to mention real quick. Because somebody just mentioned this in the chat, and before this goes, so this is at least on video somewhere. Thank you for the follow. You're saying, I don't have any characters that are fully dived, right? Should be noted here, out of everybody here, Rasmo is the only person I've legend dived. Onion Knight is fully dived. And then Kane, Lightning, and Vanille aren't fully dived. So, characters don't need to be fully dived. They need to be 99, that's for sure, at least for most of these, but you don't need to be fully dived. You just need good abilities. Oh, also Magicite have level so on and so forth. Well, let's see what we got. Oh hey, another bottom swell. Nice. Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, shit. Thank you for the bits, Yggdrasil. Thank you very much. That is... Alright, so this actually lets me break into another mechanic real fast. Magicites, of course, have level caps. You can upgrade them, most of them, all of them, start at 50. However, by getting duplicate Magicite, you can break level caps on Magicites. And it does a couple of things. The big thing is that it, well, increases the level cap. But the nice little side thing is that it also allows you, it allows the Magicite to use their better abilities more often. So, we're just going to go through that real fast on each one. Ah! That is a better point. Yes, not having good soul breaks is quite a bit harder. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat that at all. You kind of need that stuff. Ooh, new Magicite skill. Mind Boon. So yeah, like I said, these Magicite skills exist. So that means whenever I use a GUI form now, I will get a 1% boost to my mind based off my Magicite skills. What does Bottom Swell get? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. I think Bottom Swell's big pool is, yeah, you get Spell Ward, which is a 3% reduction for magic eventually, and his Empower Water can go up another percent. Anywho, that was one. We got 3 more of these to go. Or 5. So next up is Liquid Flame. Liquid Flame's big thing is that it rotates through its things. The biggest little trick that Liquid Flame throws your way is that you don't actually want to stack fire resistance. Fire resistance helps you a little bit, yes, but the majority of Liquid Flame's damage actually comes from percentile attacks. So, you actually want to stack instant death resist. I'm losing a couple frames here. Alright. Okay, we've stabilized, I think. So, a small hiccup there. Oh, you know what I should do? Shoot. I'll have to remember to do this for... Maybe I can go back and edit in the picture properly for the other stuff, but here. I just realized that that's right fucking there, isn't it? That. I could just have the Magicite in there. Yeah, I'll have to edit that in later. The FF10-2 trio of Pain, Riku, and Yuffie. Thank you for the follow. Okay, it stayed in. Alright. Sorry, I forgot my order of operations here. Alright. God, sorry, I was having some major brain farts. So, Liquid Flame's other major gimmick is that, he rotates forms. It's Liquid Flame. Every couple of whatevers, it will switch between, you know, human, hand, tornado. Be ready for that. So that's another thing that Liquid Flame can do. It's alright, I had a really shoddy opening there. Liquid Flame can paralyze people. It's very unfortunate, but it is a thing that can happen. Very unlikely that it does happen, so I usually don't plan around it. So Liquid Flame brings his form changing gimmick, of course, rotating between human, hand, tornado. Every time you deal enough damage, or hit, it's not dealing enough damage, it's hit him. It's every 3 hits. Biggest thing to note, human form, I actually don't know what the human form does. Hand form does a physical attack. Oh, it does the percentile attacks. That's what it does. Right. Tornado form does the magic. Hand form does a physical attack that has a chance to paralyze. All of these are very nasty. So you want to definitely have your resistances shored up. Now you will notice that Liquid here doesn't really deal as much damage as Bismarck was, for sure. The one very annoying thing that Liquid does is it heals itself. The thing is, Liquid does get extremely nasty later on. It has a move that hits you like a ton of bricks. And can definitely catch you off guard. I am waiting, one, to take some real damage. I should probably just get this up. But also, waiting for the combo. Okay. The training wheels are off. I think a lot of the reason that I don't actually think I'm going to succeed on this pass, but a lot of reasons why this boss slowly outpaces me is due to the fact that I bring this setup. Ah, it begins. Yeah, as stated, once we get the ball rolling, damage ramps up a bit here. Still not to where I'd want it to be, but I'll take it. We do have an instant heal from two fronts, so I think it's time to... Yep, here it comes. So yeah, the tornado just can do that now. And every time we are hit, we take a bit more damage. Because it imperils us. And pretty soon, our roaming warrior, in air quotes, is going to run out. Then we will be in some real trouble. Oh. Oh no, I know. This is the time. We are at rude levels. I'm really hoping pain. Yes. All right, everybody, fucking hold off. I'm clearing this. I didn't get under a minute, but welcome to Liquid Flame. He's very hard to get under a minute. I'll take the clear. Ooh, I didn't have this one. Yeah. Just give me the clear. I'm done. Bye. Fuck you. I'll see you later. Oh, that's the Imperial Fire. Nice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice. Also, attack boon 10. It's pretty okay. Alright, let's just keep hustling along. So, Sealion is pretty similar to our good boy Bismarck in that its whole thing is damage. And except this one likes to imperil you. So, you gotta keep that up. No, I actually like the Ice Blink for this one. Because it, because of the Savage Blizzaga, I like the Ice Blink for this. Is it instant? Yeah, instant. Yep. But here's our team for this. Vrafa, Lock, Onion Knight, Rasmo, Vanille. Pretty similar to Bismarck because, again, a very similar to Bismarck boss. Some of the things I did wrong on that that Liquid Flame is I needed to I'm gonna miss the first one. I always miss the first one. But anyway, what was I saying? That Liquid Flame, I was definitely a bit too reserved with Rasmo. It took way too long to get the second shout off, and as such everybody sort of lost their momentum, which is almost death in the Magicite dungeons. Okay. I took a guess, but I think I'm extremely wrong. I think I wanted the Shelga first. We'll find out. But we're okay for now. Nice. Alright, I am extremely pushing my luck a bit here. Oh, right. I gotta fix your things. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Recovery. Trying to remember who uses what bars and when is very tricky at times. Alright, time for the move. It's time to fast honk. Step 1, first you medium honk. Hell yeah! I had the power of a god! Step 2, then you fast honk. Welcome to the magic of battery. It's always a quick turnaround with battery. Get Liquid Flame back out here. Give us another shield. It's harder to time the second one, but the sooner you get that shield out, the better. Alright, we are going to under a minute this one. Some very complex button presses going on in the background here. You see there, we have gotten to the point where Rasmo is vulnerable to ice damage. There we go. First two are, of course, the roughest for me. Oh, hey! Very, very nice. Now, take that Wendigo. And of course, there are weekly missions to clear Magicite. Yes, Wendigo is the Imperial Ice Magicite. Now, let's break a couple level caps. So the nice thing here is I get Magic Boon. And let's just uncap the rest of these as well. Oh shit, this one also gives you a Magic Boon? Nice. Is Snow Lion also a Empower one? It is. Ooh, that's some good stacking right there. Okay, so real fast. It's time for a detour. I need a stamina refresh. And this is a good way to do it. I readied a team for this in particular. I need a wall. A very short detour. Oh, that's good. That's fine. Kind of, actually. The not having to fish for roaming warriors is very nice. And it lets you kind of open yourself up to some goofier strategies. Like, I'm sure every one of my parties would have involved Hyro if, you know, I could. But instead, I went for more, you know, lets me do my thing. Oh yes, the roaming warrior on Alphanod is bonus to magic, but you start blind, which you're a mage, who cares? Yeah, it's Ico's 99, but it's the second best boost to magic next to devotion. So if you have a spare thing you don't know what to use it on, it's not a bad idea. Feathers fall. I have summons. Ah, story dungeons. You're a good little piece of side content that lets me just work out some frustrations. I mean, this is my last one. Yeah, I'm almost in the same boat. Yeah, it's Echo. I may be slurring my words a little bit, but yes, the fairy from Mobius is Echo. It's spelled Echo as well. Thank you for the follow. And with that follow, let's move back into the Magicite. So it's weird. They actually proved this recently. Sorry, I'm just gotta do this for me. If you add in multiple Magicites at one time, you will actually get the bonuses if more than one does it. That said, like, I guess you could add half and then half and then half again and then half again. You keep doing that until you hit one. So, just in case you were extremely lucky. Thank you for the follow. Anywho. We got another half. Now, the reason that I did these in this order, specifically, is because we are now done with the melee side. And we are now entering mage teams. Why did I not yet break Corellia? I've explained this before, but for people who have missed this, I break people when I go to put them in my party, because if I don't do that, I will forget that I broke them. The example of this is I broke Ida, and then didn't actually start leveling her for about 2 months, because I'd forgotten I broke her. Hydra is better with a mage team? No. I don't know. Shrugging at you. I just only have mage team available for it. So. Zipping down to the bottom here. No, when I say separating it from physical and mage, I'm saying like that's the team builds that I use. For instance, here we go. It's a mage team now. So the big things going on here. Yuna's healing. Krill's giving us a flat damage, or flat boost. Ida and Renoa are doing their own thing. Rasmo actually isn't starting off the beginning of this doing his thing. I forget how I actually do this. I think I have Rasmo do the roaming warrior. Krill does the things. Okay, yes, alright, I got it squared away in my head now. Alright. So, I'll mention this in the video too, but let me just start talking about it right now while I, have time to talk. Big thing about Fenrir. Fenrir doesn't deal a ton of damage outside of its big, notable fuck you move. But that big notable fuck you move has a chance to slow. Which is extremely mean. As such, Krill and Rasmo, both of them, are actually going to mostly keep their brakes on standby in order to knock people out of slow if need be. Anyway. So, one of the other big sort of notable things that Fenrir does is it will haste itself periodically. As such, you do actually want to keep your team going and not dying instantly by dispelling the boss. So that is the standard version. That's not the version that hastes it. Yep. Good times. All right. Fenrir. Sometimes people get double tapped. Then Fenrir happens. Alright. There, okay, that's what we need to get off. Adia does take a little extra damage because she has devotion on. Kind of need that devotion, though, for her to hit the good numbers. Bam. Perfect. See, as you see there, Rasmo got slowed. Again, this is the most dangerous move of the boss. Is the fact that it can actually slow your people. All other things aside, it's the slow proc. Yes, Moon gives him physical blink, as you can see from the little after image that he's getting. I don't know if the stream's actually picking that up. Sometimes it doesn't pick up stuff like that. But yes, he does get physical blink to add on to the rude things that the boss does. So a physical team, not too great for this boss, honestly. But you know, we do what we can get. Alright, time to go fast. Maelstrom. Adia has a bit of a ramp to get her stuff going, but once that ramp is done, Adia is very strong. All right, so doing that BSB on Renoa, maybe not the best choice, because now the boss gets to be hasted for a bit. You don't want Fenrir to be hasted. Every turn that Fenrir is hasted, aside from it being more damage that you're taking, is another turn it moves closer to its enrage. And every turn closer to that enrage is another turn that I swear under my breath. I think Renoa got slowed there. Nope, we're all good actually. I don't think anybody got nailed. Nice. I'm gonna refresh this anyway. It's alright. And you say I'm lucky that nobody got slowed, but it is actually a 50-50 chance. Now, Fenrir here does do a lot of physical attacks, so when you get the chance, you do want to try and re-up protect you. Piss. Time for me to get caught with my pants down. Here we go. And Unislowed. Fantastic. Alright, luckily her next move is Burst Mode, and I think she was the only person that got slowed. The one thing I hate about slow is how hard it is to tell if people have gotten the status effect or not. Yep, it was only Una. Fantastic. Oh god, unit, get your fucking break off! Yes, Sheep Song is fantastic because of that regen. People always undermine regen nowadays, but still very strong. Still Medica worth damage. Yep, that was why I waited. No. Sit down. Bad dog. No. That's why. Yep, and Rasmo got slowed. I knew it. I knew it was coming. You can't trick me. So we're actually in a phase of the fight where the boss is going to be using Savage Withering Winds. Whoa! Quite often. Speak of the goddamn devil. We're actually at the phase of the fight where 9 times out of 10, I'm better off just... God. Recasting stuff immediately. Fuck it. No, I'm not going to get sub 1 minute. But, as always, I say, I'll take the clear. Wow. So close. So goddamn close. Thanks for the follow. Dank nuggets. Yeah, if I had done History's Truth instead, I would have gotten it. I also already got Enkidu. Also, as you can see, I haven't put a lot of effort into my wind ones. A lot of them are too low level. Yeah, this is some real bullshit, that's for sure. But, moving on to Earth. So Wind and Earth sort of share a similar annoyance in that they are extremely anti-physical. What with Fenrir, with that Magic Blink, and Earth here finding it, Earth and Wall, and protecting itself. So, if you can, you want to lean more towards magic on these bosses. But, for now, my wind attempt is a little odd because most of my damage is going to be coming from one source. Onion Knight will be building up some damage through Gust and whatever this move is called. Raging Storm. But Alphanod is our main source of damage here. Oh, right. I need to do something very important real fast. I'm doing the needful. Anywho. Earth. I don't got anything for Fujin. That's the problem. If I did, I would use Fujin. She's perfect for this fight. But I don't got anything for her. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll add Fujin to my repertoire. Oh, somebody mentioned this earlier during the fight, but, you know, these fights are very execution heavy. I don't want to break my concentration during the middle of them. Somebody said something about adding the multiplayer fights to my walkthroughs. I actually can't. I usually do those walkthroughs on, what's it called? Wednesdays, and we don't actually record multiplayer stuff until Thursday. So, I don't know the multiplayer fights by then. Anyway. What are the chances that they just built the stone skin into this fight so that Cloud meta wouldn't dump all over the stone boy? I'd say that's extremely likely. That is almost probably 100% the reason why. Anywho. Oh, we meet again, my old friend. Thank you for the follow. Now, big thing about Golem. Super split damage here. Most of his attacks are physical. His Earth Shaker is magic based. His Earth Shaker also has a chance to stun. That's the real danger. Right. Only Savage has the chance to stun. Oops. She tries. Thank you for the follow. What's the chance to interrupt? I believe it's somewhere around 20%, but it feels almost 100. Now remember, Krill's in here for damage. The reason that Krill is using wind attacks is to build up meter. Hold position. Hold position. God damn it, Fenrir. Now, Enkidu is pretty good. It gives you that nice heal and everything. I really, really like Fenrir's increase to earth resistance. It really helps for the Savage. What's it called? Savage Earthshaker. Because that hits like a truck. Speaking of the devil. Is it possible to get your resistance high enough to null or absorb elements? Funny you should ask. Yes. But the only instance of being actually able to do that is in the Kaiser Dragon Nightmare dungeon, because the crystal gives you a little boost to stuff, to your damage. Aerial Blast does work. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. There goes my combo. Oh, also wall fell off. Oops. This is gonna be bad. Well, Gust is putting out that much damage because Gust pierces defenses. Remember, it's ninja magic. That's why. Thank you, Fenrir. Yeah, I let Sheep Song wear off. So people are actually doing a little less damage than they should be. Also, haste. So we getting a little silly with the gal. Probably entrust Alphanod after this History's Truth. Try to get a little bit more extra damage off. Now the real combo here with my setup is to get History's Truth off right after Alphanod does a burst. That way he can instant cast into his Command 1. Hoofa. As much as I actually want to do some damage, I need to cast the blowback here. Oh, my earth defense wore off. I know my wall didn't wear off. Piss. Jesus Christ, how am I still alive? I do not deserve this. And that's death. Damn it. He ramped up. These aren't easy fights. Why did I stop? I was getting it. I didn't on my own volition stop. People died. Fair. He could have punched. I didn't refresh Helga. That's what happened last time. I'm an idiot. I had the world in my hands, and I clenched. So, for the video, Golem's big thing is that he is super anti-physical. You kind of want to go magic against him. You can go physical still, but it's going to be a uphill battle. You need to be aware of that. Did I not? I think I did not cast Shell yet. Because I'm an idiot. Let me fix that. Magicite dungeons mess with me a lot because there's a lot of shifting your crew around and who does what that I frequently actually forget to rebuff things a lot of the time. Very, very rude in that sense. Yep, too many tasks, too few people. We are holding on Alphanod. Alright, now we're in the rhythm. As is Golem. Very much looking me in the face and saying, I too will do my moves. As stated, we need to keep an eye on the timer. That's how we know when I have to refresh buffs, when the boss does its various things. We need to act. Ley Lines is also a very strong move to use against this boss because of the instant, well, a lot that it does. Giving your whole party quick cast is very strong, actually. As one might imagine. Damn. Well, now we don't have wall. I just recast Shoga twice. Thinking entirely straight right now. I should be utilizing blow back a little bit more. That's honestly on me. Yeah, this is going to be an over a minute run. Oofa. That's mostly due to some misplays earlier on. But that's, you know, that's what Magicite comes down to. It's very hard to not misplay. Fifth fight in the row may also be it. Also, a little behind the scenes, there might have been some like internet intermediate problems going on that may have been distracting me a bit during this one. Should be able to pull it off though. Part of me is always like, should I blow back or should I hold off? And then like immediately after I say, no, I'll hold off, I get hit by like a huge goddamn hit. I was like, maybe I should have blown back. I swear I've done all these fights under a minute. No, I'm good at video games. Fuck you. How about? God, alright. What did I at least get for my stress? Okay. Let's go break some more Magicite. I'm gonna need to lay down when this stream is done. Okay. Ever increasing power to the 1 stars. Oh, we're in between fights. What's up? Yeah, here, I'll show you what I mean by that. Yes, yeah, you want to do 10, then 5, so on and so forth. And that's just like guessing you're absolute, like you get absolutely lucky. Then yes. Okay. One more. So, Hydra is very much exactly the same as Bismarck and Sealion, though easier than Sealion in a sense, or Bismarck, because only does lightning damage, but It's like a goddamn truck. Anyway. No, Chrome, they wanted to do 10, 10, and 10 because any... Yeah, that's why you want to do 10, 10, or 10, 5, so on and so forth. You want to do half each time because each one can proc. Well, no, each augment can proc. So if you do 10, if it's 20 and you do 10, each of those 10 can proc and just give you 20 outright. So you want to do half, half, half. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to do one at a time anyway, then do 10, 10, 10. Or 10 halves. God, stop trying to make me think. Anyway, Earth. So, similar to Golem and Wind, my Earth is lacking. We are swapping out Chain Stone Good here for Meltdown. But Renoa this is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. So, guy up top here is doing Gaia Drum to Imperil. Renoa has the Brothers and Sorceress Awakening. Rasmo will be doing his thing while she builds up to 1 bar. And then we'll do History's Truth and Trust. So she's going to get Brothers and then go into her thing. Krill is doing the same thing she did in the last fight. Yuna is doing the same thing in the last fight. God, I feel like I'm a broken record, but, like, this is a hard fight. They're hard. They're hard. Magicite's hard. Magicite's a hard dungeon. Okay. I like that if you watch the supercut of this, it will be very obvious to fuck words. It'll be very obvious over the course of the stream how exasperated I am getting. Fuck. Let's go. Alright, last one. Let's go. So Hydra's just rude. He does a lot of damage. That's about it. Nothing special to this fight. No gimmicks. Just damage. I didn't bring devotion to this because I didn't want to be taking extra damage. Holy crap! Guy's strong. And that's a reset. Round 2. So Hydra's whole gimmick is just hitting you extremely hard. That's about it. Nothing special. No little gimmicks. I fucked up. It's good to get into a pattern here. For instance, every time I cast Sheep Song, I cast Shelga. Every time. Do not let Shelga fall off. That is your absolute #1 killer in this fight. Alright. Now you may be asking, Newbie, since your team is so magic based, doesn't Guy fall off damage wise? No. Not entirely. Piercing strike, baby. Time. It's just two brothers. They're just two brothers. Just two brothers. It's just two brothers. I actually like the Hydra fight because it doesn't have any fucking status effects. Okay, I guess it does have Imperil. Yeah, I kind of have the right, like this sort of weird, perfect combination of soul breaks on Rinoa, because yeah, I would not be able to pull this off if she didn't have the brothers, the two brothers. Here's Guy putting in his work. Sup? I still do damage. Affliction Break does, in fact, stop Imperils. It's very useful for that. I just don't have a slot for it. Yeah, perfect timing. Actually, do I want to do the brothers? I think I do want to do the brothers. And make sure that that stuff doesn't fall off. It doesn't overwrite all your bonuses. It's they stack. So in this case, we just got to the point where we're now starting to take almost neutral damage from the lightning attacks. We resist a little bit thanks to Magicite, but people like say once it's to 3 stacks, we are all going to be weak to lightning. That's when the fight gets real. Oh, also the boss does this. This is a fuck you. There's, fuck you, percentile damage. Guy continues to put in work. I think not, actually. Speaking of Guy putting in work, beat that drum. Yeah, oddly enough, I really like my lightning team. My lightning team just has this kind of perfect synergy going. Thank you for the follow. Guy would be neutral, except we are getting a little bit bonus defense thanks to some of the Magicite that I have. Speaking of the devil. That thunderbolt hits like a truck. Ah, piss. Ah. Tough ass falls apart. Do not punch guy again, please. Nope, I guess you didn't punch guy. That was an okay punch. That's okay, it's recoverable. So one trick I didn't pull off last time, which is something that honestly helps a lot with this, is getting a very good sort of like transition from Erasmo doing History's Truth into Yuna doing her Medica bursts. Didn't quite pull that off at all last attempt, but got to keep that one in mind. That little trick, that little gem. brothers. I'm hooked on the brothers. I love the brothers. The brothers are good to me. Alright. Concentrate here. Good. So Krill will do Sheep Song, which comes out of that. She can recast the Roman Warrior. Then do Stoneja. Eventually she'll have to recast Shield Dragon. Rude boss. Every time I do this fight, I'm always amazed at how rude the boss actually have done. I had a plan. I deviated from it immediately. Let's let that Brasmo do it. Oh, we're getting to the point where Thundara's really rude. I want to say it's just a matter of keeping this pressure up, no problem. But yeah, I expect to be destroyed shortly. I don't want to Medica just yet. There. Yeah, good enough. Krill. Jesus, Krill. Really? Rush? I had the Medica all charged up and you did Rush? Yeah, small gifts, you know? Take what I get. Okay. Krill may go down, but I should get sub-minute. Fuck him up. Oh, Christ. Thanks for the host. The host here at the end of the stream. Yeah, I did 6 in a row. I'm tired. I'll take those 2 keystones. Good night, Dragonflame. Oh, let's break some caps. And then, I'm gonna go take a nap. Oh shit, attack boon, yes! More boons. What is Ellen's passive? Are you in power? Okay, that's not bad. Especially because that'll go to my attack team. But that's the Magicite. They're all extremely rude in their own special way. Bismarck hits like a truck. Sealion also Bismarck, Sealion, and God, Hydra all hit like trucks. Liquid Flame is constantly switching its forms. Fenrir can slow you, and Golem interrupts. They're all rude. They're all stupidly rude. And this is only phase 1. This is only the first phase. We got more coming. We got 4-star ones. We got Holy and Dark. More. So, that was the first phase of Magicite. I don't know, my brain's out of blank right now. I'm really tired. Next time we do one of these, it'll be for the Dark and Holy Magicite ones. And then eventually at some point after that, 4-star, which, as chat points out, just went live. So yeah, I'll see you around.